And World Water Day, held on the 22nd of March every year, celebrates water and raises awareness of over 2 billion people living without access to safe water. This year, the federal government, through the Federal Ministry of Water Resources, said attention will be focusing on developing policies and its implementation to aid access to water, sanitation and hygiene in Nigeria. Benedict Uku tells us more in this report.
Is World Water Day with activities to aid water access and sanitation in Nigeria. The commemoration, which kicked off with a road walk to create awareness on the extent to which water resources development contributes to economic productivity and social well-being, continued with other At the press conference in Abuja, the Permanent Secretary, Federal Ministry of Water Resources, represented by Agnes Aneke, said that the Nigerian government will work to promote irrigation system as a way of sustainable water management.
Let me reiterate the commitment of this administration to continue collaborating with development partners and donors in engaging with a range of stakeholders and supporting government's strategic approach to proper execution of water policies in the country. Water for all implies that the elderly, disabled, marginalized, and the poor people get access to clean drinking water and proper sanitation in line with Sustainable Development Goals 6.1 and 6.2. Whoever you are, wherever you are, you have the right to water.
Over 100 countries are not on track to have sustainable managed water resources by 2030, the United Nations Education, Scientific and Cultural Organization and Food Agriculture Organization in Nigeria. They have said that building partnerships and enhancing cooperation across all dimensions of sustainable development are essential to accelerating progress.
Well, I think the ministry is investing and states are investing in water. But one of the problems lies with sustainability. So quite often there are schemes that are falling into disrepair and they're not being maintained and they're not being fixed. So it's very difficult with new schemes coming online to keep the old ones up to date. So I think much more investment needs to be made in new schemes altogether, but also in maintaining and really keeping going the ones that are already there.
72% of the water withdrawal, freshwater withdrawal, is used in the agricultural sector. And the food system is heavily dependent on water resources. And we need to critically manage the water resources efficiently and effectively for the food production system to be sustained. Yeah, Nigeria is in critical need of efficient food systems, and which is anchored on water. We have a lot of challenges with water resources in Nigeria. In the Ari region, we have inadequate water supplies, and then in the southern part of the country, we have pollution. The water available but are not useful for agriculture or for human consumption. So we need to act fast to ensure that we are able to sustain our food systems and also our life.
The minister also moved to Junior Secondary School Gwarimpa, where she commissioned a 12-unit toilet facility. Speaking while commissioning, she urged non-governmental organizations to complement the efforts of government in accelerating access to water.
We need water for all aspects of life: domestic use, livestock, crop production, transportation, fishing, as well as other uses. Where such interventions for water and sanitation facilities have been completed, the usual practice is for them to be handed over to the beneficiary communities for appropriate operation and maintenance. Today, it is the turn of the Junior Secondary School Gwarimpa Sanitation Project to be handed over to the school management and its environs. I'm particularly delighted that the objective of providing sanitation facility to students in this school is being achieved today. With the commissioning of this facility, I'm convinced that sanitation and personal hygiene will be improved upon, thereby bringing about general positive changes in the overall well-being of the students of the Junior Secondary School Gwarinpa.
Stakeholders also stressed the need for private individuals and organizations to get involved and take action to ensure that every child in Nigeria has access to clean water.
The idea behind this is that we want to promote change. If you want to promote change, you have to give them the enablement to push for change. You understand? So if you don't give them a proper place for hygiene practices, how then do you expect them to be clean? So we believe that with this facility, there will be a mini reduction in school dropout, a reduction in absenteeism, and then it will also improve their classroom turnout and also improvement in their quality of education.
Water, they do say that water is life, and that is true, because you can't do without water. Well, there's hope for Nigeria. We have something good in stock to offer every Nigerian to make sure that potable water is available to all Nigerians. If the government can do the needful just to endorse the documents, I can assure you that within 1 year, potable water will be available to every Nigerian. Not just potable water. We're also working on solar-powered irrigation to make sure there's food for everybody in Nigeria, and also to create jobs.
I'm so happy, especially for my girls. The boys can just stand anywhere and but my girls will be looking for where to hide. And they go into that, and I tell them, don't go there, it is bushy. We have reptiles and other things there. And so this is a very good one. I want to once again commend the effort of the FCT UBEC for allowing the NGO to come into their school to give us this.
The theme of this year's World Water Day, Accelerating Change, demands that all hands must be on deck to deliver the much-needed change to humanity in the water sector.